Welcome back. It's 9:14 now on Daybreak, and take a look at this. Niagara Falls decided to show love to both sides of the border and both teams in the NHL playoffs right now. It is a special light show at the Falls yesterday. This was the American Falls illuminated in Sabres blue and gold. And then at the same time, the Horseshoe Falls on the Canadian side, that was lit up in Montreal's red and white. So yes, even Niagara Falls is divided right now. But there's a pub in Montreal that is striking quite a different tune. Not so much love for Sabres there in Buffalo. Joining us now, live on Zoom this morning, is Jim Beauchamp from Cunningham's Pub in Montreal. Thanks for being with us this morning, Jim.
Hey, Jim, thank you.
Good morning, Melissa. Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is Patrick. So what we're hearing, why we wanted you on with us today, is that apparently you are banning Buffalo from your establishment in some way. How is that? What's the story here?
You know, Patrick, we're lucky enough that we won best chicken wings in Montreal for the last 4 years. So we sell a ton of chicken wings, and our number one sauce was buffalo wing sauce, right? So I woke up Monday morning, I said, how can I do that? How can I be a lifelong Montreal fan and put anything buffalo on my menu? So we're banning the buffalo wing sauce, the buffalo wraps, the buffalo poutines, the buffalo chicken burger, and we're changing the names. And, we're still going to serve the sauces, but it's not going to be called buffalo anymore.
Yeah, you've got to still keep them on the menu in some way because they are so popular. And apparently yours are very tasty, too, with having such good buffalo wings in Montreal. But, Jim, now I feel like we all need to throw out our Montreal steak seasoning from our cabinets.
I know. I'm trying to think, how do we get back at them?
Right.
Montreal steak spice.
Yeah, and so we have poutine here in Buffalo, and we're certainly not going to throw out any of our Canadian beers that we have in our fridge.
Heavens no.
No, not here. But
Right.
What is it? What's the Canadian delicacy? Is it smoked meat that you all have there?
Yeah, Montreal smoked meat, poutine, obviously, stuff like that. But it's, I do it. It's so much fun to do this because the feedback I'm getting on the Instagram and the Facebook from a lot of people from Buffalo, and it's all in jest, it's all in fun, obviously, but the passionate fans out there, the Montreal fans and the Buffalo fans that are responding to this, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. But I don't think you guys, do you have good smoked meat in Buffalo?
We have no smoked meat.
No. Just trying to figure out. We've got
barbecue,
barbecue,
like smoked brisket.
Hey, so Jim, what about this? You might have heard that 2 weeks ago during a home game against
the Bruins,
our anthem singer, Cammy Clooney, was singing the Canadian national anthem. Her mic went out, and the fans stepped in and sang the anthem beautifully. And I got to believe that had some kind of emotion struck by you in Canada, right?
Yeah, unbelievable. Listen, all the Canadian remarks from Montreal fans brought that up, and like I said, you guys played a national anthem before every game too, and that singing was just unbelievable. So I keep this non-political at all. We love Buffalo. We love our American friends. But guys, when it comes to hockey, you guys invented wings. Montreal invented hockey. So when it comes to playoffs, everything, we're friends, but it's still Montreal Canadiens hockey playoffs.
Yeah, we're friends off the ice, but on the ice,
Right.
It is definitely a rivalry, and there's going to be a lot of passion out there amongst the players tonight. Now, do you anticipate a lot of Canadian fans driving here to Buffalo, crossing the border, and getting tickets? Because I know ticket-wise, price-wise, Montreal is number one with prices of tickets, and Buffalo is number two with prices of tickets, but we are less expensive than Montreal is right now. So what do you think about fans traveling? Should we be worried about a lot of red in our blue and gold stadium?
We have a great traveling crowd, but I've been watching a lot of the TikToks, a lot of Instagram stuff from your house, from your barn, and the fans saying, do not give up your seats, support your team. And, that's passionate hockey fans, right? Those are people like Tampa Bay tried doing that, but we're still half the crowd was Canadiens fans, Florida. But I'm telling you, Buffalo, I believe Buffalo is going to support their barn and keep the crowd, all their crowd. But Montreal, there's so much nightlife here. You should see it. The streets are packed. Game day, whether in town or not, it's a great vibe, as I'm sure Buffalo is too. It's just a great vibe for the town, and it's fantastic for small businesses like me.
Yeah, I mean, Buffalo has waited 20 years to be in round two of the playoffs for this Stanley Cup. And the Canadiens, though, have waited a long time, too. And you are the last Canadian team standing in the NHL right now. So I'm sure that your city is going crazy. And perhaps Buffalonians will want to take that 6-hour drive also to Montreal and see the beautiful things that your city has to offer. Just hoping to infiltrate your Bell Center with a little blue and gold.
How do you think this
You know,
series is
we
going
love
to go?
everybody to be here. So we welcome all Buffalo fans up here. You know, especially outside the Bell Center. Even if you can't get tickets, because the season tickets are so crazy at the Bell Center, right? But even standing outside the Bell Center, just the vibe of downtown Montreal, old Montreal, it's really nice. So welcome, and all the Buffalo fans, come on up and enjoy the two games. You know, unfortunately, we're going to be ahead by 2 games after we leave Buffalo. So I hope you guys don't feel too bad, but come down here and party anyways.
All right, very good. And finally, Jim, as we are 10 hours from face-off right now, how do you see the series going between the Canadiens and Buffalo?
I say, lifelong Habs fan, I say Habs in 6. I think it's going to be one of those weird series where the Habs take 2 games in Buffalo. Buffalo takes 2 games here, and then it's 1, and then we take the next 2 after that. I think it's going to be Habs in 6. It's going to be a heck of a series, though. Buffalo's got a big team, strong team. You know, like we got to play our hearts out, and our stars have got to score. You know, like our Caulfields and Suzuki's, and those guys have got to score, and I think they will. You know, I think it's going to be a heck of a series, though.
Yeah, I agree. And Buffalo is very good on the road with sweeping the Bruins in that last series. And also, it's very interesting to me when I was looking up, the Boston Globe to see what the Bruins were saying about and what Boston was saying about Buffalo. There were no articles at all about hockey with the Boston Globe. And so I think it'll be fun for Buffalonians to know that they're matched up against the Montreal Canadiens that are just as passionate about their hockey team as our city is for our hockey team. So it's going to be a passionate series for sure. 2 teams equally matched on the ice. But we wish you the best of luck serving your Montreal wings at Cunningham's in Montreal. And yes, we'll be throwing out our Montreal steak seasoning from our cabinet.
It's so good, though.
It is.
It's so good.
Maybe we'll just change the name of it. All right. Jim Beauchamp.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Best of luck to you.